So today we're going to be doing multiplying mixed numbers. This is very similar to what we've been doing, but it just has one little extra step to it. So I'll just start off with doing some of these too. So I'm going to actually look at just some examples that they have. So number 1 on page 284, and I might do some of the ones that are actually on your homework. So make sure you follow along. Okay, so if we have 2 3/4 times 8. Okay, so here, this is when we're actually going to have to make this into an improper fraction in order for this to work. So again, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 would be 11. Denominator stays the same, so it would be 4. Okay, this one isn't a mixed number, so we just have 8 over 1. And then you can either, again, multiply straight across, or you can do the trick. And I'm going to keep doing the trick because now that we're working with mixed numbers, it's actually going to become bigger numbers. So using the trick is actually extremely helpful. So 11 and 1 don't have anything in common. 8 and 4 do. They actually have 4. So we're going to do 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Okay, so 11 times 2 is 22. 22 over 1, or 22. Okay, so the big thing with this when you're multiplying with mixed numbers is just making sure that you're putting the number into an improper fraction. All right, so let's do another one. Actually, let's do number 2 where it has 2 of them. So we have 4 1/2 times 1 1/4. Okay, so here we're going to have to make it into improper fractions. So again, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Okay, so remembering all those rules from changing improper fractions to mixed numbers. And then 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Denominator stays the same. Okay, and so this one is one where we actually can't reduce on either of these. So like 5 and 2 don't have anything in common, 9 and 4 don't, so we just are going to have to go straight across. So we have 45 over 8. Okay, and then this is where we're going to have to see how many times 8 can go into 45. So just using our division skills, 8 goes into 45 5 times. Okay. And let me change the color a little bit. 5 times. And then 8 times 5 is 40. Our remainder is 5. So 5 will be our numerator. And then our denominator stays the same, and it's going to be 8. Okay, so it would be 5 5/8. So it's kind of crazy because you actually have to put them into improper fractions first, and then usually you're going to have to put it back into a mixed number. So it's a little different. Oh, and then let's look at number 17. This one's a little tougher. Okay, so this one actually has, so they try to tie in some of the past chapters. So this one says this one's tough. 1/3 plus 1 4/9. Oh, they really multi-stepped, you guys. Times 2 and 3/4 minus 1 and 1/2. Okay. So I'm actually going to do these like one on top of the other. So we have 1/3 plus 1 4/9. Okay. Common denominator would be 9, so don't forget that you have to still do these. So whatever you do on the bottom, you do on the top. Okay, so take your time on these so you get the extra practice in. It's actually going to be really good for you. So it will really help you too next year. Okay, so here, remember, since we're doing addition, it would just be 1 and 7/9. Okay, because we don't have to worry about anything here because we're not subtracting. Now here, again, I'm going to do 2 and 3/4 minus 1 and 1/2. 4 is going to be our common denominator, so whatever I do on the bottom, must do on the top. So I have 3 here. Whatever I do on the bottom, must do on the top. Oh, we actually working with some good ones here. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Denominator stays the same, which is 4. Okay, and then I'm going to color code this a little bit. So now that we have these two, now they are actually multiplied together. So we have 1 and 7/9 times 1 and 1/4. Okay, so we're going to make this into an improper fraction. So 9 times 1 is 9, plus 7 would be 16/9. And then here, we have 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Oh, I have to move my little video. Let's see up here. And then 4 would be the denominator. So when we look here, does 9 and 5 have anything in common? No, but 16 and 4 does. So they both have 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So now we have 20/9. Okay, so 9 goes into 20 2 times, because 9 times 2 is 18, and then you have 2 left over, and 9 is your common denominator. So look at how long this took. So this actually took a little bit of time. I had to first break down this here, then I had to break down this here, then I had to multiply them, then I had to reduce them. And honestly, this is how algebra and those type of, even with fractions, they start doing as you get into middle school and high school, is it's very step-by-step. So again, I see a lot of you that just like gives me just the answer. If you give me the answer, I can't really help in seeing how you found that answer. So make sure, especially those that are very good at math, which I was one of those and still am, but make sure you're doing a step-by-step so that way you know how you're getting those numbers, because as you're getting all this, it's a lot of work and it honestly can make it really difficult to follow along. Okay, so there's some of them on here where you're really going to have to do a step-by-step, and it's just takes patience. And then I'm going to do one more regular one, and then I'll let you go to try your own. All right. Okay, so let's do number 13. It's 1 1/8 times 3 1/3. Okay, so again, making into improper fractions, we're going to do 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Denominator stays the same. Here, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And then again, denominator stays the same. Okay, we're going to look, and I know some of you like to go straight ahead. I'm going to reduce because I feel like that saves time. So does 10 and 8 have anything in common? Yes, they both have 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Does 9 and 3 have anything in common? Yes, they have 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Okay, so we have 15 over 4. 4 goes into 15 3 times. Then you have 3 left over. Denominator stays the same. Okay? And then I'm going to do one more example of one that has another that isn't a mixed number. So let's look at 12. Start a new page. 12 says 3 fourths times 8 1/2. Okay, so here 3/4 is already a regular fraction, so we don't need to change that. We do need to make this into an improper, or an improper fraction. So 2 times 8 would be 16, plus 1 would be 17. Denominator stays the same. Okay, so now we're going to go straight across, and 17 times 3. Okay, we have, so it's 51 over 8. Okay, for the sake of time, I'm just going to go quick, but 8 goes into 51 6 times, because 6 times 8 is 48. If we did 7, that would be 56. That would be way too much. So then we would actually have, since that's 48, we would have 3 left over, and then denominator stays the same. Okay, so that would be our answer there. And that's pretty much the lesson for today. And I could also do some extra problems on our Zoom today. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Mrs. Barron. Okay? Bye. Have a great night.